Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Starsector. Welcome back to the Valkyrians run. We are days away from the Ludic Church colony crisis triggering. It may take some time for their fleet to arrive, but we're going to be camping right here next to our planet, and we're going to fight them off, or we're going to fail spectacularly, one of the two. Our Star Fortress is operational. We have some very tiny little defense fleets around, and our colony is very healthy. Stability 10, making money, growing as fast as it possibly can. Got the military base, doesn't feel like it's done a ton yet. Maybe later once we upgrade to... No, it doesn't take an industry slot to upgrade to High Command. Let's just start on that now. Why don't we? So that's where it'll start producing Marines, which we may need later. But that aside, let's talk about the fleet for a moment. So, the fleet has grown in size. I have given up, for the purpose of fighting the Ludic Church and the colony crises, on keeping the fleet small and agile, because we can just sit over our planet and pull supplies as needed. I have realized that the Valkyrians might be horribly dangerous if we were to increase the default battle size of the game, just because all of the capital ships, right? We've talked about this before many episodes ago, but all the capital ships have Holy Covenant War Program, which provides stacking buffs to all ships in your fleet for each Valkyrian capital you have deployed. Some of those buffs have caps, like here, the Yoshura. Each Yoshura on the field within 3,000 radius of ships gives each of those ships 2.5% hard flux dissipation and less recoil. Those do have caps, but the caps imply that we could get benefits by having up to 4 Yoshuras on the field at once, which would be 200 deployment points. Not a lot of room for other things. Notably also that these capital ships buff each other, and the Yoshura does provide a buff that lets it deal 3% more damage to non-capital ships. Very interesting. So 4 Yoshuras on the field would be a 12% damage bonus to every ship smaller than capital size for all of our ships on the field, which would be silly. Luckily for me, I'm playing on default battle size, so we can't quite embrace that degree of power. The Chereberos provides a different bonus with its Holy Covenant War Program. It provides top speed and maneuverability, with caps that would imply that you could have up to 3 of these on the field, and before you would hit the cap. And it also provides that generic bonus damage 3% to non-capital ships. So that would be really silly if I were running like battle size 1000. Here, I would say in the context of a normal battle size, it's just strong. I have pulled every Nirvana Mark II that I still have or had in storage into the fleet. I don't think we need to really talk any more about how strong I think it is. The one that I was flying that has all the S mods is there, now piloted by an officer. I have opted to place myself in the same Yoshura as last episode, and to neural link in this other Yoshura so it can benefit from all of my character's mechanical skills, even though this fit isn't quite as good. It's a little mismatched, might work on that off screen. And other than that, officers are all in the biggest ships. Notably, with the Holy Covenant War Program, ships that cost more deployment points get more of the benefit, and I don't quite know the math on that, but those point costs are halved for non-Valkyrian ships for the purpose of calculation, which I think means that weaker non-Valkyrian ships would get proportionally more of the bonus. I'm not sure if I'm right on that. Let me know if you know. Point being is, we could run a mixed fleet and still get benefits. I would prefer to run an all Valkyrians fleet, which is what these top 10 ships are here, but I have limited ships in storage, so I've filled out with some other things to kind of cover some weaknesses, monitors to tank and distract, and the Mora and the Condor mainly to act as fighter support, because I don't have any Valkyrian carriers on hand. Anyway, enough rambling about the fleet. Let's sit here and fast forward time and get to the combat. Get to whatever the Ludic Church is going to try and do. I'm pretty sure they just send like 4 to 6 fleets all at once that we'll need to deal with. We're going to find out very soon. There we go. Ludic Church takeover, targeting Abazi, 14 days until departure, 49 days until arrival. 5 fleets. We are likely to be outmatched. So I don't think we could queue a defense fleet fast enough to help us. Maybe if we launch it from our own colony, it would be fast enough on the deployment. Target market, it doesn't actually say. Time to arrive at least 3 weeks, so 21 days. So yeah, we could do that. And we're just going to go with the 400 point cost one. Summon us our own faction defense fleet. Okay, 41 days until that arrives. We could have gone for more points than that, but I think any more than that would be a slaughter. Hello, Hegemony Investigators. You're gonna, okay, I can't risk them damaging the station, because station could take 90 days or more to repair, and that would be really bad. So we've got to fight this. I don't really want to spend time fighting this, but we got to fight it. It should be a slaughter. We are just going to deploy me and my twin Yoshura, and some other small ships. Monitors to distract, Valkyrian ships to kill. Defend orders on either side. We, because our friend Yoshura is on the left, we're going to turn to the right, and actually we're going to order him to go to the left point so that we're split evenly. But yeah, didn't think that I would like the Yoshura just because of how it performed very early on and how fighting against it went, where it felt relatively easy to take down, but really enjoying it so far, especially now that I have a good weapon variety to properly fit it with, you know, Valkyrian tools of destruction. And we are up by the station now. We should have something in range to shoot. There we go. Hello, Arrowhead. But yeah, given how the hegemony just melts against this, I am still uncertain how hard the content ahead will be. I know I said that last episode as well, but still having those doubts about if there's any more that I need to learn here, or if there's any more that could be built that would be stronger, or if we need to be stronger. Time will tell. Alright, watch that Grendel. We do need to play somewhat carefully just because we are relying on armor tanking. I think we're gonna burn drive toward that onslaught. Yeah, because the other Yoshura's on it. Get him! He died almost before I could get there. Okay. Good job, other Yoshura. Glad to know you're doing damage. And that's enemy fleet defeated. If I were less confident, I might even salvage some of these hegemony ships, but I think we are just going to leave them behind, turn them into supplies and fuel. Re-engage the remains of their fleet, send a few of our ships after them. That should be them done. Throw away the metal and the guns for later, and we're good on that. Alright, back to waiting for the church to arrive. Alright, and there are our defense fleets. Have they actually, air quotes, arrived? They are currently in system and will remain for 149 days. Alright, and 28 days till the Luddics arrive. So it looks like 400 points has produced 4 ventures and a fleet of 5 ventures. Oh, I don't have any blueprints, so we don't actually really get military ships. Okay, I'll take a pile of ventures because that's all we've got. What blueprints do I own? I remember not taking any at the start because I was confused and thought some sort of cheat was activated. But yeah, no, we have literally no blueprints. Okay, well, I might splurge on some blueprints after this just to have them. Oh, and we have lost a chunk of our defense fleet to hegemony investigators. That's okay. That's a hegemony fleet I don't have to manually fight. I'll take it. Although it sucks that we're losing them before the big event, I guess. But, well. Yeah, defense over. They have been defeated. Oh no. 10 days until the Luddics arrive, and it is now just us. Really, Hegemony? You're gonna fly your bubble right over me while avoiding the station? I think, oh, we can't auto-resolve them, but look how weak they are. What do you mean we can't auto-resolve them? Okay, I'm gonna send 8 ships at them. Oh, we even got the station too. They're not gonna do anything. Put us on fast forward. Let our officers wrap this up. Such are the perks of having a little budding empire. We can let our allies handle little problems like this while we just sip tea. Alright, get out of here, Hegemony. You don't belong. Not your system is my system. 7 days until Luddic arrival. A bit of a mess around here. Might be nice to have a salvage yard, but actually what would that cost me? Colony info, add thing, and is it we could do junkyard resource forge. Run by members of junkyard dogs who disassemble scrap. Brought in by fleet and break them down. Lore-wise, that sounds like what I would need. I feel like there was also a salvage yard, but maybe I don't have the right mod installed, or I don't have it unlocked. Don't know. Don't recall. 2 days until Luddic arrival, and arrival is imminent. Where are they? Oh, I see green dots on sensor. Editor Ducky, zoom in on bottom right, please. And there they are. It's kind of small. 3 enforcers. Oh, okay, I spoke too soon. There they are, boys. 4 Invictuses. Stack of enforcers, 5 retributions, and that seems to be the main body. They're just patrolling. What? Not nominally hostile. Ooh, okay, so we could theoretically go and, like, talk to someone about this, maybe. But why talk when we could touch a fleet bubble like so? Okay, that pulls them all in. I think we can do this. There's not even a difficulty % bonus. What? You think we're equal? I guess they don't really have a... No, they have a decent number of officers for their ships. Okay, whatever you say, game. I figured this would be counted as a hard fight, but okay. I'm very tempted to deploy both of the Yoshuras, but I think we're going to need small ships for backup here. So let's grab our carriers, let's grab our monitors, some other little small guys for support, because this is going to be very much a battle of attrition, and I will take a medium escort. Don't know what that'll actually get me with how few ships we can deploy. Just their fleet is so much larger than ours that we only get 200 deployment points, and most of that is of course occupied by the station at 100 points. You know, I don't think I put shield shunt on this yet. Actually, it's very easy to check that. Do I still have a shield? I still have a shield. Okay, that's all right. I can work with that. Let's just pull forward. Get in range of shooting something. Oh, yep, that hound is toast. Looks like they've opened with a wave of retributions and eradicators, which is fine by me. Well, my guns are firing at things that are off screen. That's okay. Tear through that eradicator. Oh, he doesn't even have an officer. Yeah, we're just gonna shoot you, buddy. Yep, fried. All right, turn. Deal with that retribution. I think I will use the missiles on the smaller, or on the non-Invictuses. Just... Oh, that's a LiDAR array pointed at us. Please rotate. Turn shields toward him. Hold fire for flux dissipation. Okay, he is not volleying at us particularly hard. Resume fire. Just gonna turn, deal with that eradicator. Eradicator down. I am slowly backing up now, just... Oh yeah, because of that. Exactly that. Okay, catching Mark 9s on the nose. I don't think we can afford to throw the shield up again against that. Backing up. Okay, retribution down, good. But that Invictus that's off screen is slowly pulling forward. Since it's got just Mark 9s, we're going to active vent, mainly to get our flux pool back up so we can fire. And I'm going to try and go in. Oh, okay, 2 Invictuses and a Cassius. Yeah, this is just a lot. But if we can beat this one major fleet, I think we're going to be good. Well, this is not just one fleet, this is multiple of their fleet bubbles. So... Okay, that's a venture down. Good. We'll just active vent right after that. The station is okay. Good news is this Invictus on the left can't really close because we're here. Can't close with the station anyway. We'll take 3 volleys on the shield and then we'll start returning fire. That didn't go too badly. We chewed through some of his armor. He didn't get through our armor. The important thing is we drove him back and we can turn and shoot some guns at that eradicator. Yeah, the station is tanking hits. I think we're going to ditch the defend orders, other than my escort order, deploy some more ship. I feel like I need to take pressure off the station, so we're going to Infernium drive that retribution down. Okay, he's down. Just going to come over here and tear into some other smaller ships, just because their Invictuses are not going to be able to reposition fast enough to stop me or interfere. So I hope. Is that Mora begins tanking the one on the left for me? Okay, just turn and deal with the Venture. Oop, he's throwing breaches, throw up the shield. Come on, bring him down. Okay. And we're just gonna back up, strafe left. Armor plates are falling off the station. Oh no, that Merlon hit us in the back and took out a chunk of my armor. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Okay, we're gonna throw missiles at that eradicator. Anything we can take down is of course value. I want to try and save enough ships that we can do a re-engage if we need to. Okay, throw missiles at that retribution. If the Invictus decides to shoot me, we're just gonna have to suffer, but I think there's enough corpses between him and me. Toe-to-toe. Me and you, Invictus. Let's go. I'm just gonna... Oh, yep, there's hammers on the right-hand side, charging forward. We're gonna pray that we can out-damage him. I don't like that he has that eradicator on my flank. That kind of sucks. Centurion for the tank win. Go, Centurion, go. Yes, we are toe-to-toeing an Invictus and winning. Although we do have a lot of personal combat investment. He's what? 60 deployment points, star 50? Yeah, I think we're punching a fair amount above our weight class here. And I mean fair as in kind of maybe still within the balance that I would be okay with. Because we did take all our nose armor and a chunk of our hull for that. I don't know if we can do that 4 more times to down all the Invicti, but the more of their small ships we kill, these eradicators and stuff, the better off we're going to be. So hopefully the rest of our fleet can actually help out with the Invictuses next time. Next time we engage one. Okay. Oh, that eradicator is down. Or are they not going to deploy them all? Or they're just in the back line and really slow to reach us. But we're going to get active vented here, and then Infernium drive back through all this debris over to the Cassius, which is tearing into our station. We have only lost one little wing module. What is that module type called? Bastion. Those little end caps. Alright, we are in range. There's the double Invictus deploy. Alright. Our Centurion is about to run out of combat readiness. We're going to retreat him. I'm going to go try and take down... Oh, yeah, run. That's a lot of missiles headed our way. Just going to come in and take down this Invictus that's, yeah, in the back here somehow. This battle has gone relatively poorly enough that an Invictus has managed to flank our station. Our guys on the right-hand side did not hold the line. Come on, finish him. Finish him. Believe in you. Okay, good. Monitor has lived long enough to need to retreat. Good. Okay, I think at this stage we're going to be just good to just deploy ship after ship. We're not going to need to re-engage. I don't think we're going to need to worry about the station fully being destroyed, because now we're basically just fighting 2 Invictuses. I'm going to ditch the escort order on me. And they're positioned such that one will block the other. I can just shoot at this nearby one, and the other one won't be able to pressure me. And it's an Invictus. It's way too slow to, like, reposition and change it up on me. We're going to put an engage order on this close Invictus. Hopefully our ships will join in. Yeah, we're still taking hits, though. Still got some hull regeneration from Elite Combat Endurance. Oh, we're going to want to block those MIRVs. Okay, good. And we also have the station backing us up, because this Invictus is just burning toward for reasons unknown. Alright, active vent. Engage order on next Invictus. Oh yeah, enemy fleet defeated. That was it, boys. That was the whole thing. They did scratch our paint and actually probably deal like a third of our total hull. Okay, kill order on that Invictus. Everybody on him. Bring him down. But yeah, these are going to be the kind of size of battles I'm going to need to get into to really stress test things. Very good. Take him down. Alright. Yeah, nice work. Okay, let's see what's left. Bunch of supply ships. We're going to hit let them go, hit recover. Going to recover my junk ships. I'm tempted to take these just because they're here. We're going to grab some ships and then throw all of those in storage. I kind of want to maybe make some detachment fleets or something later so that we're doing something with our looted ships. Kind of my thought. Okay, Luddic Church takeover defeated. That was it. One battle, clear, and the Luddic Church is no longer showing up in the build-up menu. Well, you know I said I counted down the days and stuff, but that only actually took 20 minutes of, like, real time. Like, you guys will get the time-skipped cut-down version, but that was relatively fast. So I think the answer is we're going to do another colony crisis real quick, if I can. But first, I'm going to grab just some of these ships that have been laying around, get them kind of auto-fitted with whatever's on hand. Oh, I don't have Industrial Evolution installed. I can't set up detachments of my ships. I can't, like, send them off into their own little fleet. I thought there was a way to do that with Nex, but it doesn't feel like there is. Like, I've poked around through some of the options and am not... Oh wait, there it is. Talk to Captain and go create special task group. There we go. Transfer officers, assign officers, train commander. Yes. Yes. Give ships. So I should just be able to click on all these ships I pulled, like so. Confirm. That's our task group. Transfer officers. Ooh, can I just, like, I can hand over. We're going to drop the 2 officers that I recruited earlier, prior episode. Confirm transfer. Do they then get put in ship? Assign officers. Ooh, you can fully, like, set these up. All right. Super cool. I've never done this before, so this is all news to me. So you can put ships in, you can assign officers. What does train commander do? Ooh, you can give them the captain skills. Okay, they cost story points. I'm not that invested in this, though. I just want to see how it works. And then we hit create. Create. Okay, assembling task group. I don't know what sort of benefit this will confer on us. I'll be happy, honestly, if they just, like, hang out and defend. That's all I really care about. I just wanted some extra people here. Okay, and in my organizations tab, in the intel screen, or my factions tab, my personal faction, there it is. Give orders. Independent mode. What? Man, this like opens up stuff. This means that if I want to, like, try and optimize officers in the future, I could be training up officers, trying to get the right skills, and then I could ditch the ones that don't have quite what I want at the time. I could ditch them into special task groups to kind of recycle them and get value. And presumably, like, independent mode, what does give orders do? Patrol system, orbit location, follow player, participate in raid. Oh my gosh! Is this new, or have I just not known about this for, like, my year of playing modded Starsector? Holy heck. Okay, well, now we know. Special task group assembled. Patrolling. Can I, like, talk to them? Do they have dialogue? Yup, you can talk to them and hit give orders. You can hit reconfigure to hand them more ships. Aw, man, and adds officers and stuff. Oh man, it's so cool. I had no idea this was a thing. I could totally get lost in like customizing that stuff, but we're not gonna get too lost. It also didn't cost me anything. Like, I know we just lost 2 officers, but they didn't take any of the resources I had in my inventory. They didn't want any of the supplies and crew and stuff to like get it started, which is different from the other way I remember of making, like, I think they're literally called detachments from Industrial Evolution. This special task group making thing is, I believe, Nexerelin related. 2 different mods with different designs and ways of handling things. Although they can be run at the same time. I honestly thought I had both installed, but that's okay. Next campaign. Man, and that means I could put all of this in like a group and have it follow me and have it not cost supplies and fuel, and, you know, they would participate in fights and stuff. That might be the end game. The end game might be getting all these things repaired and waging hilarious war to a degree that I didn't know was possible. Okay, but there is a reason. There is a reason that I dropped those 2 officers, because it occurred to me sometime after last episode, but before this one, that if I can afford to just dump some points in leadership, I could also probably afford to not take leadership and take hull restoration instead for a minute. Especially if I'm just going to be sitting over the planet like this, right? So we're actually going to spec out of green, and I think, man, it's a hard choice, like, what to drop, because these are all very relevant to our build, right? I honestly think systems expertise is the least important one, so we'll drop that. Oh yeah, we can get some other tanking skills, and honestly, polarized armors are going to be really good for what we're currently doing. So let's take that. Let's go ahead and take a logistics skill. I think I'll take the supply reduction one, and then we'll take hull restoration, so that we can make these ships a little more pristine without paying another 1,000,000 credits to restore my second Yoshura. Especially because what we're going to do next is just click on Colony Crises and click Escalate. Well, bam! What do we got? Hegemony AI Inspection. It's going to take it a minute to build up. That's okay. Alright, time to sit here and wait for the Hegemony to come inspect me. Now, I could be doing things between the Colony Crisis stuff, like I could go out, I could make more money, we could optimize more ships, collect more ships, and if I weren't playing for the camera, I might go slower and do that, but we're already almost 20 episodes deep, and I don't think we need to, it doesn't feel like I need to lab how much more powerful the Valkyrians can become. I have found a groove that works. I've found some ships that are highly effective. Kinda do want to try and get a Valkyrian carrier, because, I don't know if I covered this earlier in the episode, Holy Covenant War Program also applies to fighters in the radius. That could be interesting to give, you know, just percentages of bonus damage to fighters. Could be good, could be balanced. And with the Hegemony Crisis, it comes in waves of increasing difficulty. This first one will probably be relatively small, I believe 2 to 4 fleets if memory serves. But the last one is huge. I do like fighting that one. And by huge, I mean I've seen, like, I think an 11 fleet inspection at one point. Then again, there's no telling if mods and stuff might be affecting that, or if they change strength based on, like, number of AI cores or something. I don't really know. Alright, our fleets are going nuts because another little wave of inspectors has shown up. Do I have to fight you? You're gonna come toward my station? You're gonna approach my station. Okay. Okay, fine. Oh, and my task group is in there. I think I saw one of the ships. Yeah, there's the Cassius with that officer that I donated. So cool. Okay, we're going in. I'm just going to deploy both Yoshuras because Yoshura and whatever else probably doesn't matter, given how easily we wrecked the last one of these. Yeah, I've just made it to the front, and that onslaught is already at half health. I don't think we need these defend waypoints. Go get them, boys. Just gonna drive towards you, throw my missiles, and let the guns do gun things. Alright, onslaught down, eagle down, second eagle gonna go down, come here. Missiles! Oh, that's hilarious. If you're Infernium driving forward and fire missiles, they keep the momentum of the drive. Like, I just yeeted these scorpions here out, and now they're coming in at an angle. That could be useful. I'm not sure exactly what situation, but something. Something with a narrow shield, maybe. We could throw stuff around it. You guys done yet? Yes, they are functionally done. Okay, claim victory, perform salvage. Now that I know that I can put them in special task groups, I also think I should resist that temptation, because it would be silly. Just every fleet we kill, we salvage everything and put it in a task group. Let's not embrace that power just yet, although we might later. Ooh, a Draconis Fleet again. They must have gotten another planet and gotten back in the game. although they're not listed in the monthly factors yet. Well, my only goal here is protect my state, and there's my station engaged in battle. Okay, we can auto-resolve it. That's good. I would honestly rather auto-resolve these at this point and just move on. Another one? Alright, auto-resolved. We are somehow over crew capacity again, presumably due to looted crew. We're actually going to leave the Marines in storage. I don't need those not to do this. Well, at this rate, we may not make it to the hegemony trigger this episode. I don't know. It really just depends on how many fleets I have to actively fight. We'll see. Special task group, Eunomia, fleet destroyed. Oh no! Ooh, revive. Wait, what? Revive? Revive. There are revive options. Tag our place here. We must be at a market. Revive all. Does this have a cost? Yes, it does. It costs money. 44,000 credits to revive that 100 deployment points or so of ships. Or we could just revive the flagship. 22,000. Interesting. I've also been hemorrhaging money. I'm not sure what happened there. Probably just me buying supplies, but let's check the income tab just in case. Crew payroll. Oh, you pay. That's fair. There's where the cost is. You pay for your special task groups in supply and crew and officer payroll. All right, that's why we're bankrupt now. Okay, so next time the special task group dies, we're going to let them die. And there she is. Reconfigure task group, transfer officers. We're going to tag both of our old officers for transfer and confirm. Oh, and because they don't have officers, they're done. So we're going to absorb and disband the task group. That gives me the ship back, which is cool. Oh, it gave me all the ships back. Ahem, we're just going to throw all those back into storage. My little task group experiment is done. And we now are over the officer limit again, but honestly, this gives me something to do with all the officers that I find in, like, random derelicts, too. We're going to stay over the officer limit just because of that. So I may, when I'm rich again, I may want to do task group stuff. Man, this is going to, like, totally change so much about how I play late game. Well, we're almost to size 5. We're not going to have enough money to build another industry. Awkward. And this meter is going up so slowly. It's going to be 4 months. I don't think I can AFK here for 4 months, guys. I don't have it in me to just, like, stare at the screen and watch YouTube on another monitor for that long. So, alright everyone. Unfortunately, I am out of time for this recording and must return to the editing pits. We did not make it to the hegemony crisis today. Also, I didn't realize I was going to bankrupt myself with the special task group. I was so excited, like, with the ability to make them that I didn't check the income screen earlier until I was entirely drained of funds. So, next episode, we might have to step away from the colony, go make some money. That's my thought. Hopefully, Future Ducky remembers that that's what we're going to do. But we will see in the next episode, won't we? Anyway, if you've enjoyed the video, please remember to like, subscribe, share, and comment. Love to hear from you all in the comments. And I will catch you all next time. Goodbye for now, friends.